This is exciting today.
We have royalty in the house.
No.
Well, let's start the way we're supposed to start.
Okay, welcome to Two Michelle's
One question.
podcast. Tell us who's here.
Well, we have the National Cherry Queen here.
Hello.
Tessa Nico. Welcome to the Two Michelle's One Question podcast.
Thank you for having me.
We are excited to have you, and thank you for being with us.
Of course.
Let's start, though. Explain to us what the National Cherry Queen does, who you are and what you do, what your role is.
For sure. So I'm a representative of the National Cherry Festival out of Traverse City, Michigan. So I represent the festival, of course, but also the cherry industry. And so through my 1-year reign, I go to different events, agricultural events, community events, and I also travel. I mean, I'm here today. I've gone to California for the Tournament of Roses, which was amazing. So I have a lot of duties, but my duties are coming to an end soon, which is sad. But it's been a very fun-filled year. And I mean, this is my first podcast as queen. So
Okay.
Hey, we like that.
Now, Michigan, a lot of people don't know, is pretty much the cherry headquarters of the United States. I mean, we have the best sweet and tart cherries, but the best sweet cherries in the world. And when they come out, and there's a little cherry stand up north, right near the cottage there in Indian River, the cherry stand, I always buy the big bag full.
Oh, of course.
And it's gone by the next day. I mean, I love, there's nothing better in Michigan than a nice bag of sweet cherries.
I completely agree. Even before I was National Cherry Queen, every summer, always getting the bag of cherries. I'm a sweet cherry girl, so I love the sweet cherry. But tarts, of course, we produce over 70% of the tart cherry population. So we're pretty cool.
Did the ice storm this year? We had a 100-year ice storm. Did it mess with the crop this year? I mean, up north, it's devastating to see all the trees that are broken.
Yeah.
At the top. Oh my gosh.
I mean, yes and no.
Okay.
We had a little bit of a freeze a few weeks ago. So, it messed with the trees a little bit, but we're still hopeful.
Okay.
And I mean, farmers, it's a little bit early to tell still, but we're really hopeful that we're going to have a good crop this season.
always playing that game, you know, you just kind of have to sit and wait.
It's a waiting game.
Yeah.
It is. Yep. So we're hoping this year it's great and our sweet cherries will come first. So
what made you want to do it? What made you want to be Cherry Queen? Where are you from there? What's the story?
Yeah. So I grew up in Traverse City. I've gone to the National Cherry Festival ever since I could walk. And so I have pictures with so many different cherry queens and I've always looked up to her. And so being here today is super full circle for me. And I love being an advocate in general. I mean, growing up around the cherry industry as well, I've always wanted to be a representative. So it kind of just all fell into place and now I'm here and it's been awesome.
And she's a broadcasting student as well.
Oh,
yes.
Girl.
I want to dive into that a lot.
Yeah.
Why do you want to do that?
Right.
Okay, well, that's a great question because I actually used to be super shy. I was never put me on stage. I'm not talking in front of people. I can't do that stuff. And then I actually started doing musicals in middle school. And I was like, oh, it's kind of fun being the center of attention and being up on stage. I'm I kind of like this. And I mean, I grew up watching college football. I'm a big U of M fan. And so I know all about football. And so I'm I can mix my passion of sports and talking in front of people and do that. So that's kind of how I fell into that path. And I actually work for Central Michigan's athletic department currently, and I do sideline hits for their ESPN Plus broadcast for basketball.
I need to talk to you about this because my partner's son also, Noah Henson, does. Big curly hair. We'll talk about it later.
I feel I know the Henson last name. Okay.
He writes for the basketball up at CMU.
Well, I'm sure they know each other.
Sure, yes.
I will say you got a couple broadcast broads here, a couple old broadcast broads here. We both coach talent and already you're captivating. You're in.
Thank you.
You're in.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I think that's a great, the year that you've had and being an advocate, being a spokesperson, great experience for you.
For sure.
Just putting you front and center and putting you in uncomfortable positions sometimes.
Yeah. They throw me in front of a mic whenever they're like, can you go talk upstage? I mean, the first day I was queen, they had me introduce I believe it was the Accidentals. They're like, yeah, do you want to get up on stage and just, in front of, I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I have practice doing this stuff, but this whole year, just being able to do, TV and all that stuff, it's really helped me grow a lot. So
this is the pinnacle, though, and you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Hey, it's her first podcast.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
One question podcast for sure.
But we had to come up with a question that was a little, we're not talking about cherries necessarily for this one because we've had a lot of guests, but we have never had a guest as young as you are. And so I was thinking, what as a younger person, what do you wish older people knew about your generation?
Okay, so when I heard about this question, I was like, what can I say that's not like stereotypical, like technology and stuff like that?
Oh, that's big though.
Which it is. It definitely is. So we were like deep diving and thinking, and I definitely think my generation has like a communication gap. So like the way that we handle talking over like technology and stuff like that, and then just our general slang and how we speak every day, I feel like is very different. And some people don't understand what we're saying.
Like it's lit.
Yeah, yeah, of course it's lit. I like to say it's fire, but
it's fire. I will tell you this. I have a goddaughter. She's in college now. When she was in high school, she had an entire relationship, fell in love, got jealous, laughed and cried, and broke up all over text. Never spoke a word to each other.
Which is crazy. I don't know.
Was invested in text. She did. That's how you guys.
Yeah.
That's real communicating. Us, it's talking or being in person. God forbid.
Well, right. I would 100%. I hate texting. Drives me bananas. Because what's the tone?
Right.
Like, I have to use like 50 emojis to be like, okay, I'm happy. I'm really not angry, and then exclamation points.
And I use all caps, and they'll go, "Why are you yelling?"
Right.
And I'll go, "Oh, I'm not."
Oh my God. Well, you are yelling if you're using all caps.
I know. I don't use emojis. I just don't. I'm not an emoji person.
I do. Okay. I do emojis. So like another example is my generation doesn't like using like periods in a text.
True story.
So if somebody like my mom or like anybody else uses a period, I'm like, oh, they're mad at me.
Oh no. I'm a fan of punctuation. That's all.
I guess we don't like punctuation. Literally, we will like write paragraphs or I use commas, but still.
Say as a broadcasting student.
Yeah.
Ellipses are my favorite.
Yeah.
Dashes. I mean, we don't use the proper pronunciation, but
dot.
You gotta put the pauses in there somewhere. Or else you're gonna mess it all up.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah. But I guess our generation's just like, no, everybody can read it all together, which sometimes it's like, okay, can you like at least send separate texts and paragraphs, because it does get a little long and you're like, okay, so what are you even saying anymore?
And what's the time span if somebody doesn't answer when you can order one? Like, how much do you, because ours could be like days.
I'm like, it depends on the human you're talking to. Yeah. Let's be real. Like if it's Michelle McCormick, I mean, you give her like 3 days.
She'll go, are you posting me? And I'll go, what? No, what? She'll go, I texted you like 3 days ago, But you like, what is it when you feel like I'm not being communicated with?
I do think it's definitely based off the person, but because like my dad, like I'll text him and like hear from him like a few days later. I'm like, that's just my dad.
Okay.
But like my friends
appear.
Yeah. Like if my friends are not responding to me within like a few hours, I'm like, okay, they're either like super busy, but we're always on our phone. So it's like, I know they saw my Snapchat notification. And especially if they're active on Snapchat, you're like, I know you saw my text. Why aren't you opening
it?
I have friends who stalk me online and then they'll call me and I'll go, oh, they saw that little dot. They saw that I was on TikTok, so they're calling me.
Do you answer?
No. I don't know. It's fun. I left the app open. I don't know. Like
Well, they're not. The apps aren't always accurate too. You're not always on it.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of my friends do that, especially when they're like trying to start a relationship with guys. They'll be like, they haven't answered me, and then they'll go on Instagram and say active now. They're like, oh my gosh, they hate me.
Imagine waiting for a call for a couple days.
Right.
We had a great night. He hasn't called yet. My mom would say, don't call him.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no, never wait for a minute. Never wait for a minute. If you want to call him. If not, pound sand.
Yeah, right. And you know what? If he doesn't want to talk to you, whatever, you can do better.
Yeah.
Right. True. Like if he doesn't want to be around you,
right.
I know that's what I'm telling my friends, but you know how it is, college.
I always say, get in line.
Right.
They go, I meant to call you, really get in line because I've got my phone is
exactly. There's a reason I don't answer my phone because everybody be calling me.
So you're
leave me a message.
Wow, we just kind of went
off. Thing that young people don't do is leave message. I don't leave messages anymore for fear of like everyone's judging me for leaving a message because that's so old school.
Oh, I leave voicemail. I leave voice messages.
I only do it with certain people, like my mom.
Yeah,
and then I have a couple friends who I like leave me messages because we can't ever find the right time to talk, so we'll leave these like epic messages.
No, I get that, and like call in general. Even which is funny, like I can go talk to anybody, but when like I have to call like a clothing store or something, I get so much anxiety. And I think it's a lot of my friends too. Yeah. Only like one of my friends is like, do you need me to call for you? And I'm like, yes, please.
Okay. Elle Dunaway, my daughter, same thing.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do it.
You dialed it for her one time and said, do it, do it.
Right? You can't lose that skill of talking on the phone because we're always going to have to talk on the phone.
For sure.
If I can instill any wisdom in you, tell the boy to get in line and learn how to talk on the phone.
No, for sure. I've been trying to get over that. And I actually have been doing better because I actually had to call several stores in one day because I had this whole return. I know. I had to make a return. And so
are you okay?
It frightened me a little.
Okay, I'm all right. Okay, she was ahead to make a return.
I had to make a return. And so I was calling several stores trying to figure out what to do. And I had to call Sephora. I had to call Kohl's corporate. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't.
Corporate, girl.
Yeah, see, so I was even more scared.
Yeah. But the nicer you are to them, the nicer they'll. That's what I
was able to get my way. So
I see, that's what I'm talking. Let me ask you this. You guys, I was raised, first of all, I'm on the cusp of X and boom.
We're just going to call you X.
I was born in 1964. So I know, hard to believe. And on top of it, a double whammy. I was raised Catholic and I went to Catholic schools with the nuns. Point being, we didn't talk about our feelings a lot. Mm-hmm. And my son does. Mom, that made me angry. I'm like, what did I do? What? Like, do you find that you're in touch with your feelings more than we ever were, more than your parents, or more than how do you handle that?
I think it depends on your gender, honestly. So I would say I'm very in tune with my feelings. Like, I'll tell you how it is. And you can always tell in my face. Like, if I'm upset, you can tell. And like, if I have a problem with like somebody, I'll be honest and tell them, because that's how you get like resolve things. But like,
I won't talk to you. I'll yell at you and then I'll ignore you for 4 minutes.
I'm going to be angry and fester in the corner.
That's so like like they're way healthier emotionally than we ever were.
But I will say men don't. Like they think it's still like not cool to like talk about your feelings and like be open, especially with another female. So my friends, like all the time when they're trying to start relationships and this guy just will not tell them how they feel, like, and they'll kind of like, I don't know. It's just weird. So I definitely think it depends on the gender and the circumstance, but
I love that you'll tell it how it is, though.
Yeah.
Well, and you're not wrong. I mean, right? Getting it out there and being honest and talking it out is going to solve way more problems than ignoring it and being pissed off.
Yeah.
She wearing the crown, too.
She
like, I'm wearing the crown. Wearing the crown. Like, I would want to know how she feels. Like, why can't you sell? Look, do you see, I'm sorry, do you see this crown? Is this me? Hello, hi.
It's there.
Right.
It's there. It's always there.
It's always there.
Heavy is the head that wears... So that's something you'd like us to know about you. What else is there that you'd like us to know about
how can we be better for young people?
Be better?
Yeah. How can we, help understand you and help you guys grow?
It's okay. I think another thing is like we all are very ambitious. Like a lot of people I know have like great big goals, especially myself. Like I want to be a sideline reporter on ESPN, but I don't think we handle it well. Like I think we expect too many things really quickly.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that's because, bear with me here, I have a son. He was my only son and I rolled the red carpet out for him. I mean, I really did. He's smart and all of the above. He also went to Central until he moved out.
Higher up.
Yeah, for chips and Chippewa. But I didn't want him to not have and do and know. So I gave and did and helped a lot. Mm-hmm. Do you think that we give our kids a lot right now? And is there maybe, I don't want to say sense of entitlement. Is it? Yeah. Like we're blaming ourselves. It's very typical of us to blame ourselves for.
I'm like, and we're both moms of only. So,
right.
Are you an only child? You have siblings?
No, yes, I have a sibling. I have a younger brother. Okay. He's actually going to Central next year too. Oh. So it's a little family affair. But I mean, I guess you could say so. Like my mom has always been super supportive and like, you can chase your dreams, you can do all of that. So I guess maybe like obviously encouragement's great and you need to encourage all your children. But I mean, maybe we got like too much of an ego along the way.
They didn't say no. Our parents said no every time we looked at them. My mom got out of bed, looked at me and just said no. And I go, didn't even ask. She goes, but the answer is no. But I said yes. We said yes to our kids. You can do, you can be.
Right. Yeah.
See,
I definitely think it could be that.
We haven't put in that you actually have to do to work to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I'll do it for you.
Maybe we did do too much of that work.
I still pay his phone. Only because I want the control. Only because I want to say I still pay your phone. I still want to throw guilt at him.
Right, you have to call me, right? Because I pay for that.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I like to think I'm a little different because I do know, especially what I'm going into. Like, I'm not going to graduate college and be on ESPN my first day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like some people that I know, they are like, I don't understand why I'm not in a manager position already. Like I've been there for a year. Like I don't understand why I'm getting raises. And I'm like, yeah, like I get that. But also I think we think if you're better than somebody, you should automatically just get the job.
Yeah.
Instead of like time. Even though I think time still
take this one down away. Take this one because
better is a relative term, right? Everybody brings their gifts to the table, and you got to put in the work, right?
Yeah.
And the experience is worth something. And yes, and there's plenty of people probably who are in a position that they shouldn't be in because they just take it for granted and they're not doing the work and they're things like that. I do think in our business too, I don't know if it's just our business too, that is a little bit more of a sense of entitlement. Like I want to walk in and be an anchor.
Oh, the dues that I paid in radio.
Right.
And it was a male dominated business. I was a young girl. Oh my God. The dues,
one man
band.
In a car that hardly ran.
We great that we climbed. We're lucky to be nobody.
Standing up to my knees in water in the 50-year flood in Dubuque, Iowa, right? Like, I mean, by myself.
Could have been electrocuted, but no. Holding the mic.
I made it. I wasn't reporting from down there. I was just shooting video.
Well, same thing. You're holding something electric.
Wearing my grandmother's double-breasted suit and tights. Because I had no clue what I was doing. I learned very quickly. You don't dress like that.
You don't dress.
But it is an instant society now because podcasting, because TikTok, because if you are a person who's great with social media, an influencer, you could get ahead that way.
Mm-hmm.
It really, you can. I mean, look at Barstool Sports. I mean,
for sure.
Portnoy hires anybody who's great online, anybody who has a following, he'll do it.
I mean, it is a different game than what we did. Right. Yeah. And instant gratification too. And I think that part of it probably plays a role into you guys,
instant gratification.
Right. Yeah. Everything is at your fingertips.
Right.
It's all right here.
For sure.
You can get everything you want to. DoorDash, whatever.
Right. Yeah. And I'm a DoorDasher myself. So
you're a hustler. Here's what I think I know about you in this very short time that I know you. You're absolutely a hustler. You absolutely go for what you want, but you don't step on people. You do it with people. I can tell you're very kind, and you know what? She's wearing the crown.
She's wearing the crown. Girl, she earned the crown.
Thank you. I worked hard.
and it's a hard job. I mean, doing what you do, being a student, and then, being this advocate for the cherry industry as well. It's a job.
It is. But it means so much to me. That's why I enjoy it. Like everybody's like, wow, that's definitely like a full-time job, but it's a fun job. I mean, I get to wear my crown. I get to meet so many people. I mean, I get to go on podcasts. So who could say they can be the cherry queen on a podcast?
Yeah, you're lovely. You really are lovely. I hate everybody and I like you. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you.
No, you are lovely. Before we go, give us a quick lowdown on this year's Cherry Festival. Who do we have coming? What can we expect? What are the dates? What, get your campsites now, get your reservations now.
Book your hotels.
Yeah.
If you're from out of state, your flights.
Oh boy, good luck.
So the festival is June 28th through July 5th.
So fun.
Which is coming up really soon, which is crazy. I actually just got my court, so I get to hang out with 4 other young women, which I'm super excited about during the festival.
Did you know who your court was going to be?
We just found out. I didn't know because I'm not like a judge, so I got to like meet all the girls and then kind of figure out, I'm like, who is going to, I got a little feeling, but 2 of them are actually my cousins, not first cousins, but we found out, I'm like, oh, so it's a family affair, I guess.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Cherry cherry cousins.
Yes.
I love that. Okay.
But of course, we always have the air show. We have T.I., Tyler Hubbard coming. I'm really excited for T.I. personally. He's he's my favorite.
Yeah.
So book all those tickets on cherryfestival.org.
I mean, she's got Gen X music tastes.
Yeah.
If you like T.I.
I do. Well, it's my
school.
parents.
Yeah.
My parents, they made sure I'm like musically diverse. So I got all of it. But no, please come. We have Cherry everything, over 150 events. It's going to be such a great year. It's the 99th year.
Oh, I love it.
Yep. 1 year before the 100th. Yes,
Fun.
very, very memorable. We're excited for that. But yeah, so there's a lot to look forward to.
All right. Tell us the dates again.
June 28th through July 5th.
And it is going to be a great time. And more information again.
Cherryfestival.org.
And we'll put all the links with the podcast. But didn't this go quick?
Yeah, it did. It really did.
Boom.
So yeah, well,
so
everybody listening and watching, come visit the Cherry Festival. You can come see me in my court and get some photos and say, yeah.
Hey, it's going to be fire. What else? Give me a couple.
It's going to be fire. It's going to be lit, like you said.
Yeah.
Lit.
It's going to be,
eat down on it.
It's going to eat down.
It's going to eat down. Yeah, that's not dirt. She's looking at me like, are you swearing? No.
Like,
Practice your pit spitting now, Michelle.
Yeah.
Practice your pit
Oh,
spitting.
yeah.
We can do a little competition.
Okay.
I've been practicing always.
Pit spitting. I love it.
Yeah. Or come join us at the cherry pie eating contest. That's where it's at.
I love it. Well, I look forward to seeing you at the side. I have no doubt you're going to be a sideline reporter.
Thank you.
No doubt in my mind. And certainly Central Michigan University, that's a place to be.
Yes.
Too.
Yes, it is.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you have a question, remember to comment, subscribe, all the things, and leave a question below if you have something you'd like us to tackle.
There you go. All the things.
Thank you.
Thank you.